What's up, kids? It's your boy, Caleb here from the Game Glyph, and I haven't made a video in a while. And I want to go back to my roots and talk about more Sega Genesis stuff. And since I haven't been able to make a lot of Switch videos lately because my wife's been keeping the Switch with her, I'm busting out the actual Sega Genesis. And I'm going to talk about one of my favorite games from when I was a child and whether or not it's still good now. And that is X-Men for the Sega Genesis. I got a complete copy. The game itself is in the system, of course. You know you've got a complete copy when it looks like someone cut up like black tar heroin or resin from Juanix on the back of it. But I digress. Let's take a look at this game and see if it still holds up. Check it out.
Dusty Sega Genesis. That's right, I had to dust this puppy off. And you know what? To get this to work, I had to actually purchase from eBay this AV to HDMI converter. I have a CRT television, but it's such a pain in the ass to make all that work as far as capturing. So it's going to stretch the image in an ungodly way that I would typically hate. But at least we're going to play the game authentically. So here we go. Alright, so here it is. X-Men for the Sega Genesis. Let me turn this down here, because you know I'm going to be doing this in real time. Now, I do remember this game being a game that I really wanted because I was super into the Saturday morning cartoon, X-Men. What a great time that was to wake up Saturday morning. You had some really good cartoons to look forward to. You had this, Batman the Animated Series. And you know, honestly, that's really about all I really cared about. There's a pretty cool sequence here. So I'm going to just, for the sake of making this demo, because I'm not going to get very far, I'm going to put it on amateur because that's, as you guys all know, as a gamer, that's what I be. And, you know, you got to choose your guy. You could be either Gambit, Nightcrawler, Wolverine, or Cyclops, old Slim Summers. I'm going to choose Wolvie because he's kind of my dude, even though from what I remember, playing as Cyclops is probably the character to use in this part. I think he's just easier to use because he has a projectile. So the game starts you out in Cerebro, which is much more like how it is in the Japanese, American animated. I watch so much anime, I think everything's Japanese animation. The American animated cartoon show. And the platforming is, you know, a little bit challenging, but we'll get there. We'll get used to it. It's been, I don't know, 10 years since I've played this game. Charlie is trying to pull a fast one simulating the Savage Land without a warning. Let's see what he's got in store for me. Now, one thing about this game that's cool is A, there's no time limit, and that's good. And B, the sound and music is mostly completely atrocious in this game. Now, what also sucks about this game is Wolverine. You know, he's a mutant, and his mutant power is he's got a healing factor, as well as he's got enhanced agility and stuff like that. But in this game, his adamantium claws coming out use his mutant power, which is that blue mana pool that you have there. And I remember thinking as a kid even, you know, that's really stupid that they would do that. So every time you pull your claws, it takes his mutant power. So I guess you got to ration that out, even though it does restore, of course. Now, being that, you know, I like to role play, and I mean that in every definition of the term, I'd have to say I want to murder everybody in this game because that's what Wolverine would do. He doesn't just make friends with people like Batman and put them in Arkham. He actually just murders his adversaries so they don't come back and murder other people. Anyways, let's get that Archangel. So what that's for is you actually have these really cool assists up here that when you get into a bad spot, you can call out Rogue, Archangel, Iceman, and Storm. It's kind of hard to discern that. Now, this mechanic was also used in Spider-Man Maximum Carnage, which was really cool that you could do that as well. And we're going to use that in a minute. So, because I really only want to show you basically the first level of the game. Just because, like, there's a lot that this game can do that is a bit of a surprise if you don't know what you're doing. I have to admit it's pretty good, but it's very hard. Some people don't like this game. It is an early Sega Genesis game, but to me, I think the graphics are really cool. It's nostalgia. I understand that. I'm willing to accept that. Oh, he came back. That it is nostalgia. And what's kind of weird is you're not really like killing anybody. Apparently, these are all simulations. So, oh yeah, I forgot about that move. That takes a lot of mutant power. So Sauron over here that just regenerates endlessly. Ooh, X for health. See, my claws are out, and then boom, I lose all my mutant power. So let's try to ration that a little bit and mess these guys up. But does this game hold up? I think that's kind of subjective. I mean, this game is extremely old and dated, and the platforming is rather rough. But do I still have fun playing it? Yeah. Yeah, I love X-Men for Sega Genesis. Like I said, I mean, I went out and bought rebought the box set with the instruction manual, which is really cool, just to have all, because they don't make Sega Genesis games anymore, not real ones. They don't make the quality of effort of a color instruction manual for a game anymore. I know I'm being a boomer talking about that, but I do miss that. Look at this water. Look at this water. So if you're like a big fan of X-Men, then yeah, this game's awesome. Now, there's a sequel to it, which we'll get to eventually. I've talked about it before in like one of my top 10 type videos on my channel, which is X-Men 2 Clone Wars. It is a much better game, and you get to play as a few different characters, which is cool. You get to play as like Psylocke, which is always good. And you get to play as Beast in that game. So this game, you know, they were really testing the waters, and they wanted to use mostly characters that you were very familiar with from the Saturday morning cartoon. And this game has a lot of artificial difficulty, because I remember renting this game over and over again because it was just so hard, and just wanting to get past this first level was just, oh my gosh, such a challenge. Especially this part, like where I'm at right here, because these spikes, like I remember never getting past that, just dying over and over again. But now as an adult, and I've endured things that are sufferable and insufferable, like Bloodborne and things like that, which honestly, I was telling my friend at work, I watched too many playthroughs of that game before I even got to play it, to where I didn't even really enjoy it, because I saw too many other people play it. So let's try out one of these assists, which are cool. We'll use Rogue. And then I'm just gonna spam these because they're so sick. I love Archangel. He's kind of a man. Yeah, you're done, Kane Marco, aka Juggernaut. But I love this game. I'll always play it. It'll always be a game that, you know, has a lot of nostalgia for me. Kind of like Aladdin for the Sega Genesis. There's just a lot of really good games on Sega Genesis. And you know, when you're younger, if you're one of those Zoomer generation type people, it's going to be harder for you to look at a game like this and be like, oh yeah, this is a great game. But you know, this is pre-polygonal graphics. This is this is hard. This is you know, oh god, this is the challenge. Oh, thank God for Jean Grey. Thank God for you, baby. But this is what games were back then. This is the type of game that you wanted to play. This is the franchise game that you looked forward to. Oh, I should have saved those assists. I really should have, because this part coming up is no joke, and everybody loves disappearing platforms. Look at that background. That is so cool. That is so, like, detailed and cyberpunk. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. Oh, God. So this is where I should have played as, what's his name? Cyclops. Because Cyclops is typically easier to use against this chick. Deathbird. Deathbird. And she's one of the Shi'ar people, which I believe, if my memory span isn't failing me, which it usually is greatly, they descend from the bird people. Bird person. Yeah, Rogue. Mess him up. See, why can't you just play as Rogue the whole time? Because Rogue can fly, has like part of Miss Marvel's strength. But anyways, X-Men on the Sega Genesis. What a game. This is a good game. I enjoy it. It's hard as crap, even on an easier difficulty. And when you die, you have to start like basically all over again with this fight. Doesn't say the boss damage or anything. Yeah, that was pretty effective. It'd be amazing if I could get through this fight. Oh, come on. Archangel, get her. Oh, got her. Got her on the first go. I feel good about that. We're going to switch peeps really quick, which is cool that you can even do. I thought you could. Somehow you can. Well, fine, I won't then. So, well, what just hurt me? Oh, yeah, that's right, my mutant power, which is kind of stupid. But if I was going to rate this game, I know this is a really unconventional video for me. This is more like a Let's Play type real-time review, which is what I like to do. Which is what I really like to do. I would rate this game a 6 out of 10. I mean, if I'm just being realistic. Oh, it's timed. So now we are somewhere else. We are in the Shi'ar Empire. And this game, at times, has cool music. And this is where the game actually starts to get a lot better, in my opinion. A lot better. A lot more difficult, but a lot better. Die. You have to use like the foreground jump, which he's not wanting to do, because he's going to just be like that. The music here is just so rad. Boom. Get up in there. And I think that was really neat back in the day. That really surprised me. It was like almost pseudo 3D. Like, oh my god, you can go in the background. And again, you're not really hurting these robots, even though they don't have feelings. They're simulations of robots. And do robots have feelings? That's subjective, obviously. Probably. Now, if I was Nightcrawler, I could teleport through that. Oh, that annoys me so much that it actually hurts you to use your mutant power when you run out. I mean, he's freaking Wolverine. I should be able to stand here and just heal. I should be able to just stand here and heal. You see that happening? Does it happen? Oh, someone pinged me. I guess I'm really professional here. I didn't mute my phone. But yeah, I would give this game a solid 6 out of 10. Even back in the day, I was not fully satisfied with the offerings of this game because, you know, it's an X-Men game. Your expectations are through the roof because you're a super fan. And all right, we get it. Let's get that X. And you know, it's just one of those games that's just so hard. They make that difficulty, that rental difficulty. Oh my gosh, people. Leave me alone. Let me turn my phone off just for a moment. I'm trying to finally make a video. You know what? And that reminds me, I'm going to say this in closing. I've been wanting to make more videos, but it's been really hard. I've had a lot of personal stuff going on that makes it very difficult. Just haven't been really in the mood. But I do appreciate all the new subscribers. And I hope coming out with a more retro video like this doesn't turn off. I'm going to be doing new stuff too. The main game I'm playing through, I'm not playing like retro games, which I'm not going to lie, I play retro games like constantly because it's what makes me happy. But right now I'm actually playing through Resident Evil 7, aka Biohazard for the PS4, which I recently acquired PS4. And I am enjoying the absolute crap out of that game. It is gross and fun, and I look forward to talking about it in the future because I'm gonna beat that game. I truly plan on beating it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts on this game. I would really like to know, has anyone else played this game? Do they have fond memories of it, negative memories of it? Were you disappointed by it? Let me know in the comments below. And I really appreciate you watching and supporting my channel. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm gonna make videos as much as I possibly can. I absolutely love doing it and love this channel. And if you want to support me on PayPal, I'm going to put my PayPal link directly in the info below. That's the best way to support my channel. If I could ever get to the point where I could just do this for a living, that would be amazing. But you know, if wishes were ponies, everybody would have a free ride. That statement would only mean something to someone that played Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Father on PC, because that's exactly what was told to Gabriel Knight. But until next time, kids, we will see you again real soon. Bye!